all the CEOs.
Right.
With chains and pipes.
And their henchmen. It looks like a henchman.
That's true.
It's everybody who's the ruling class. And those who are hired by the ruling class. And not willing to stand up when a wrong is being done.
That's true. Seems like Charlie's wrapping it up.
He is. And somebody's coming up to him, a woman, and handing him a slip of paper, and the slip of paper is from somebody that actually likes Charlie, and the paper says, "Don't go out," or "Look out the window," something like that. Look out, don't go outside.
Don't go outside.
Don't go outside. Look out the window, and then come up a couple floors to my office, and we'll talk this over.
That's true. And Charlie's listening. He's taking the advice.
Takes the advice. He steps over to the window, and whoa! That shakes him up, and he's not going outside. He's going to go up and talk to that person. I don't know who that person is. Possibly the commander. I don't know who sent the message.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't tell.
No, but he's like going up a back stairwell. It said, "Don't take the main stairwell."
That's right. He's going up the fire escape or something like that.
Yeah. And he's not freaking out.
No, he's holding it together.
And I see him coming up into a hallway, walking down the hallway to the door.
Somebody's saying, "You've really done it now."
It might be the commander.
It might be the commander. You've really done it now.
Really done it now. But he looks
He's
proud.
Laughing.
And
he looks proud. He's really done it now. Might be the commander.
Charlie says, "What do I do?"
I think you're going to need to come to the future with me.
Oh, wow. Charlie looks really happy about that. Like tears in his eyes. Grateful. He says, "Thank you."
And then it's like all of a sudden I realize that we're here, like we're kind of standing
in the corner. That's true.
And Charlie kind of starts saying something to me.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here first, Charlie, and then we can have this conversation.
That's true.
Let's get out of here first. I'd like to have the conversation too, but for now let's just get out of here.
That's true.
So everybody, we're going to go up into the time tunnels, go back into the future. So Charlie, just in order to stay together, we hold hands. We'll explain it later.
Sure.
But we're going to go up into another dimension, move forward through time, and then drop down where we've come from. We've come from the future, the reasonably close future, maybe 20 years.
20 years.
Something like that. Reasonably close. Ready, everybody? Count of 3.
Ready.
Here we go. 1,
2,
3. Now we start to walk into the future.
Keep holding the hand, Charlie.
Keep holding the hands. Don't he wants to. Maybe it's hard for you to maintain the vibration. Is that it? But I feel your hand slipping out of my hand.
True.
If you fall down, it's okay, but you'll be there, and those people will probably be there.
That's true.
And we won't be there because we're not stopping.
He's nodding. He's kind of pulling it together.
That's a little better. And now we're walking. Here it is. Here's where we get off. Oh, look ahead. Look like there's a bright glow.
That's
just
true.
ahead, but that's cheating. That's the cheater's way. We get there the real way.
That's true.
We drop down. We're dropping down. Now, Charlie, here's the thing. We're dropping down all the way down to ground zero. We're dropping into bodies. Look down.
He looks really skittish about that.
Well, you don't have to. You can go back.
Oh, no. He's... All right.
Let's just pause here and look down. Look down at those two pillars, right? The two bodies. You can pick. There's one on the left and one on the right, you know.
He's nodding.
There's room in both. You see how there's room in both?
He's nodding.
Glenn and I are over in this one. Pan is in that one with Sula.
Oh, Sula and Charlie know each. That makes sense. They're waving at each other.
Yeah, and with Luce. Luce is in a bad way right now, but that's Luce.
We can talk about that later. He's going, what happened to Luce? We can talk about that.
Yeah, what happened to Luce is what would happen to you if you walked into that mob.
That's true.
That's what happened to Luce.
I'm sorry, he's making some stupid comment about women bodies, but Charlie, these are the options.
You know, we would love for there to be a male body. Trust me on this one. But there isn't one available. No one in the physical dimension, or in any dimension as it turns out, actually wants to get their channels up, listen to a higher power, relinquish their own will, not my will, just thy will. No one actually wants to do that. So we have these two trained body minds. That's it.
He's nodding. Looking around, he sees there's... Yeah.
You know, of the group that you see, there are two women, me and Sula. We're closely related, right?
That's true.
And three men, right?
That's true.
Glenn, Pan, and Luce, right? They're living out of these same girly bodies, right? Is Glenn a manly guy?
Yes.
If it's good enough for Glenn, is it good enough for you?
Yeah.
Well then. My perception is we're sliding down the pillars now.
That's true.
Glenn, how do you feel? Do you feel complete with this?
He's giving a wobbly hand.
Yeah.
He's saying something needs to be wrapped up, and it has to do with the courageous one.
It does.
And he's saying we can't skip that.
What is it you want to do?
It looks like he wants to put the courageous one in jail. Or I see the courageous one and I see like bars or a door.
Yeah. Well,
sliding. And it's like he has this folder. I see the commander with a folder.
It does.
And my story is the folder has evidence.
It does have evidence. Well, I'm up for that.
Yeah. He says this won't take long.
Okay. Well, should we go? What? We can't take Charlie with us.
No. Charlie has to stay here.
With Sula, maybe?
Yes.
Maybe Charlie stays with Sula and they can...
They look so happy to see each other.
Fill each other in. The three
Glenn
of
is
us.
pointing up. And
Okay, I'm ready.
Hands, upward flow.
Okay, upward flow. You know he's not a pushover.
That's true.
Right? So gold cylinders, just like we're going into a takedown, right? We go in with our strong face.
It's true.
Not scattered, not weak. Our
It's true.
absolute strongest. So let's just get the energy zooming,
Water.
right? Are you clear about what you're supposed to say, not what you want to say? Channels up. Channels up. Are you clear about what you're supposed to say or do?
Supposed to publish the evidence. It's like turn it into the authorities.
Turn it into the authorities. Turn it into the authorities. And probably also while you're at it to the press, because the authorities are probably crooked.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready.
Up to the time tunnels. Whoa! Wow, the right time. And this time it's not as far back.
No.
Well,
Okay.
there it is. There's the right time right there.
That's true.
So just drop down. Whew. And he's in someone's office who's got a law enforcement feel.
That's true.
He's
Like the head of the CIA, the head of
yes,
some big organization,
yes.
spreading out the evidence.
This guy knows about it.
Yeah.
This guy does not appreciate this report being filed. So Glenn, I'm just reminding you that you were murdered in a state facility for filing a report similar to this.
It's true, very similar.
So don't worry, I've got your back, spinning the emblem, upward flow, right?
Upward flow.
But you see how these people intend to do nothing, right? You see that, right?
Yeah, he sees that.
So, what do you want to do?
He says, go to the press.
Let's go to the press. I believe there are cameras right outside the door.
That's true.
We just step out. Flash bulbs in my face.
And he's spreading out the evidence again.
Right. There's angry faces here too.
That's true.
Right.
But they're filming it.
They're filming it.
And it's being played.
It's being played. But there are angry faces here too. So, Glenn, my story is, it's good to get into the future now.
That's true.
Right?
It's true. Leave copies of the evidence. Keep the
copies
originals.
of the essence. There's one more thing, Glenn. Do you remember when we were on the train and we were attempting to teach those arrogant, quote, Christ presences, unquote, something?
Yes.
They were all too arrogant to learn it. But anyway, future commander came in and spoke.
Yes.
You get that you are future commander to these people, right?
He's nodding.
Yeah, he gets it. So now we just go back into the future.
That's true.
We just blow out of here, but make it clear who you are.
That's
right?
true.
That you're here from the future.
It's like he has a badge.
Yeah, just show them your ID. You're here from the future. And that you're giving them an opportunity to change their thinking when it can make a difference to them. And they'll either take it or they won't.
It's true.
Odds are good, none of them will take it.
It's true.
We just take as our working theory, none of them will change, right?
That's true.
Is there anything you want to do in this time zone before we leave? Now we're going up into the time tunnels again, and we're walking back, and now it has a feeling of taking the tie off, unbuttoning the top button of the collar, taking off the tie. We're walking through the time tunnels, and here's our stop.
That's true.
And right ahead, man, it looks great.
So close.
It's so
fabulous.
close, and like big light, bright light. But now
it's good to see.
It's good to see. We'll just drop on down right here. And I'm dropping in, and I see the future beings. Like as I'm coming in, now I see the future beings around us, and they're like clapping Glenn on the back and shaking his hand, and they're just congratulating him. They're just good job, man. Good job.
Yeah.
They're proud of him.
That's true.
I think we'll let him talk to them.
Yes.
Let's go mingle. These are wonderful people. Let's get to know them.
Let's do.
We can work a meet and greet.
Boy, can we. All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Big stuff is clearing with the errors. It feels, check me on this, it feels like a zone clearing almost.
It does feel like
big stuff
clearing.
Is shooting up.
It feels very tangible.
Like physical dimension
Physical
stuff.
dimension stuff.
That is cool. Correcting the errors. Whoa, it's like every time I do correcting the errors, just more and more and more comes up. Correcting the errors.
Correcting the errors. Let me get it in the center of the bullseye. Let me improve my aim.
I can do better.
Things. Tuning. I see Ra.
That's
Ra
true.
looks happy.
Looks really happy.
Thank you, Ra. Thank you so much for everything.